Good morning, good morning. That should be on. Hopefully. Hey, Trey. Hey. My last day of using this coffee. Good morning. On Ube of Twos.
I sent 200 comments to your live.
Already? Funny, I only heard like one word. I have nobody coming in today until my sister gets here. So we'll see how well this works. Hi. Okay, so I'm just going to throw that one away. Okay, so the funny thing is, all right, I went ahead and fed the kittens in the nursery because they were being extra freaking loud. So I'm going, all right, done. I'm going to go ahead and bring out little baby girl.
Hello, Trey.
And notice, Aphrodite's, hi, Kai. Aphrodite's is still 100% not even affected, so she gets to come out today. I just hope I can find her when it's time for her medication. That's going to be a fun thing. So with that, hopefully she and I have had a grown in relationship, and she will trust me a little more. Hopefully. On Ube of Twos, you'll notice that there are now options to do a paid. If I have to go searching for her every day, we're gonna have a different discussion on how to problem solve that. Can't do it. Cannot do it. I've got way too much to do, and there's no way I can play Easter egg hunt every freaking day for a kitty. And that would be unfortunate if she has to spend the rest of her 84 days in that cage. But granted, 84 days from what is today? Today, good morning.
At Sparkle's Black Large Square Hive.
She is on day 64 today, so she technically only has 20 days left. I need to call the vet and make an appointment.
Large Square, are you there? Hope you're doing well.
I am here.
Hello, friends. Hope everyone is having a good day.
Good morning.
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hello.
I have no idea. Hello, good morning, Sophie over there. Caitlin Ward over there.
Sharp.
Carrie, happy birthday. Everybody, Carrie in the chat. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Kai. Carrie in the chat, everybody. Carrie, happy birthday with a cupcake. Cupcake birthday thingies for Carrie. I am now monetized over on Ube of Twos, and you can now see that the option to actually gift and sub is available. And Kai was the very first one to, let me see here, to actually do that. Thank you, buddy. That was cool. I'd never seen it before. Go figure. I know you have. Yeah, I know you knew that.
Happy birthday.
Ah, shit. I can't do. I'm sorry, dude. Okay. Batical Dadical's wanting to request me. I can't do it. Not in the mornings.
Yay. Congratulations, Char.
I've got to set it up with him that we do a battle. Shoot. There. When it's not morning. So I feel bad. Kathy, would you mind going to Batical Dadical and letting him know I'm just not able to in the morning? I really feel bad.
Thanksgiving Crusaders, y'all are the best. That Sparkle Barbie, Black Large Square, awesome.
Kai, it says you sent a gift membership. Did you send one or did you just subscribe or how's that working? Oh, that is so
I
cool.
gifted a sub.
Deepak, you gifted us up. Thank you. Excuse me. I am Deepak. Deepak, welcome in and hello, hello. Uh, okay, I need to get my breathing back. I know, right?
Hi, Bestie, you're amazing.
Did I turn on the lights down there? I did. Okay, there's those. Okay. Girls, hold on, I've got you. Alright. I know. I know. Okay, let me feed baby
Happy birthday,
first.
Carrie.
Alright. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, I've got to get baby. I was just collecting dishes really quick from the ICU. Okay, Aphrodite is just adorable. She's rolling on her back, showing her belly. It's adorable. Let me grab baby. All right, baby. I know.
Hi, everyone.
I know. Yep. Baby. Her name is Chef.
Morning,
We say yes, Chef,
morning,
when things
Chef.
go right. When she eats, yay, yes, Chef. When she poops on her own without me having to do an enema, we say yes, Chef. Who? Hi, Eva. That's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna point this down. Oh my gosh.
Hello, Chef.
Oh, that was cute.
Chef.
What the fluff?
Hello.
Okay. I've got to figure out. Oh, this is a little bit overwhelming, isn't it? Kai joined the Cougar Crusaders. Kai, you're awesome. Okay, let me flip over here. And I am going to do it this way. So this way you're seeing her, not me, because you don't want to see me. You want to see her. I know. Oh, you know what we need to do? Weigh her.
Hi, Char, Chef, and everyone.
Hello.
Beautiful Chef. I
I
am
know,
having
I know,
fun
I know.
TV.
And reaching
hold
for
on.
speed there.
Hold on. You're getting really good at moving around. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, ready? 420. 421. 421. Okay, hold on a second. 421. 421. 421. I know, but I need to put down your weight. Oh, that's the same as yesterday. That's funny. Okay. Well, she didn't gain, but she didn't lose. And knowing her age, I'm not overly concerned. She's not eating. I tried changing her food up a little bit, and that was a problem. And that was the problem. So, I know. Oh
That's a
boy.
memorable number for me, lol. She looks amazing.
Hold on. Jeez. There we go. Okay. Yeah, she's roaring to go. Can you tell? Oh my gosh. Okay. I tried to feed her earlier, and she wanted nothing to do with it.
She's
So,
on the move.
okay. Head up. I know. Come on. I'm just putting little droplets in.
That Lisa Pumpkin, congratulations on reaching a new member.
No. You've got to just start nursing. I'm sorry, nurse. There you go. Come on. You could. No, I know. She's getting mad. Now, I've seen it where kittens just coming down. Now, this is not what's happening with her, but I've seen it where they are just coming down with panleukopenia and they'll start
Little
doing
hair
that.
Wiggles, I love them.
Come on. For some reason, she's not latching the way she should. I don't know if this thing is starting to stick. Come on. There we go. Come on. You can do it. Come on, girl. There we go. There you go. Fight. Come on.
Ear wiggles.
There we go. I want to see the twiggles. The twiggles are important. Those ear twiggles shows that she's latched proper. There we go. I should not have to be pushing this at all, but she really wasn't latching right, but she was really wanting it, so it didn't make sense. Woo, that was a lot. Okay.
About ear wiggles.
Yeah. The ear twiggle shows that she was latched. That's a good thing. Now then, let's let that settle. Let's burp you.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. If you see all these little cuts on my fingers, it's because of her. Which is why I use the blanket the way I do now. Oh my gosh.
Yes, chef.
I even clipped her nails and it
Yes,
was
chef.
like, wow. I know, but
Yes,
you, anytime you feed a baby, you make sure you help her go potty, him or her, go potty. They cannot go potty on their own yet. They are not walking. You are totally fighting me, but you are not walking yet. You're trying to walk.
I swear you can see her tortitude coming through all
You
day.
really can. 100%. She is she's a spitfire. She's so funny. Okay. They will pee. They should pee every time they are fed. Every time. Okay? Every
And
time.
that pause
I
for
want to make sure people
And
understand
hello,
that.
by the
Not
way.
just, oh, well, she didn't pee this time. No. They should be peeing every time. The only time I see them not peeing is when they're really sick.
Small and mighty.
My cats are all too remote now. No more kids missing Kinsley.
Yeah, that's good. The pooing could happen anytime. And she's doing it. Oh, she's going poop, or she's trying to. Doggone it! It's hard, but it's coming out. Come on, I know. Come on,
I gave him more hay.
it needs to come out. Otherwise, I mean, it's hard and it's big, but so if she doesn't, I'm gonna have to do the enema. Come on. Now she's trying to. That's why she's screaming. The more she screams right now, the more it's coming out. I know. She should poo at least once a day. And this is telling me that she's going to need, unless she's able to push this out, she's going to probably need an enema again. Because this is stuck. And see, I don't know why it's so bad with her, but I know that if I didn't know how to do this, she would not have survived. Because emergency vets don't even do this. Come on. Come on. Can you perform a little poopers? Yep. It is like rabbit poo hard again. Now, why is this happening? Something with her body is just going, yep, I'm just going to keep getting constipated. I don't get
and
it.
Alex less than 3. Love you all. Shar is amazing at what she does.
Come on. Thank
She's
you.
grown so much.
She has grown,
They
but
still have 3 kittens. They all gaining weight.
this is how hard this is. This is why. That's ridiculous. Is she was screaming.
Lord, I can tell I love her already.
So, all right. Now, knowing how big that was and how hard that was, I have no doubt I'm going to be doing this right now. Because she needs to get it out of her system. Can't have it keep backing her up. So we're going to just do this right. That is not her fault. Not her fault. If you don't know how to do this, and you are fostering, or you're a rescue, a shelter, something like that, please, please, please. And I should get gloves on. I will be good. I will get gloves on because you know what? Usually when I'm feeding her, I don't need gloves.
Hello.
I'm getting okay. I'm being good. I'm being good. Normally I don't. I'll just wash my hands immediately afterwards, which I will do anyhow. But
Do not attempt medical procedures such as an enema without proper training.
But get it? Okay,
Char,
sorry.
I want to say thank you for helping Kate last night.
Oh, well, you're welcome. If you guys didn't hear about the update, I'm shocked that the cat's not anemic. I've never seen FIP without anemia that I can remember. I was going to look back on all of my blood work from all the cats that I've dealt with that have had FIP. But she got it to the emergency vet, and it was the cat was deemed definitely not anemic, not needing a transfusion. However, the seizures were so bad, so they are now. He's now on the proper medication, not just gabapentin, to reduce the fever, so they can actually figure out what's going on.
I don't know much about FIPS, so I don't know what is normal and not.
I do, and that was not. So, yeah, that was crazy last night. Gotta say, the chat overwhelmed the hell out of me with all of their suggestions, but if she's good with it, some I chat, just don't do it while I'm in there. Okay, so this is literally just warm water. Warm water. That's it. That's why it's called a warm water enema. Hello, hello. This is lubrication because you don't want this to go to. You just don't want to use one of these things up the rear without a lubrication. That's not very comfortable. Plus, the poo that is so freaking rabbit strength hard is.
What's the difference between FIP and FIV?
Okay, we're not going to talk about that yet. Let's talk about that after this segment. So, anyways, no flavors, no sensations like tingling or whatnot, or heat. Don't do that. It's just plain. The reason is because these are neonates. They're animals. They don't need that. If you like it, that's on you, but don't do it to them. It will scare them. It could actually do some damage to them. If you didn't know, this is an enteral tube. Do not use anything other than an official sealed enteral tube. Now, I brought it out of a baggie because that's the only one I use on her because it's specifically for her. It was sealed when I first opened it. So this is the one that I've been using. If you didn't see the little notches on the sides, notch, it's not on the tip. The tip is sealed and it's rounded, so that way it could go down either the throat or the butt. Don't use the same tube for both sides, please. That's disturbing. Would you like it if they did it to you? So they do that, so ease of going in. Now then, I'm going to ignore the chat right now, or one of my mods could just mute it. Either way, you go ahead and prime it with the warm, not hot, warm water. I don't need to Pareto her or anything like that. I do, however, need to make sure she does not just run. I have a little mark down here that is just over an inch. That inch mark is important because both notches need to go into the rectum. And I do it by measuring to the first crease to my fingertip because that's generally going to be about an inch. Now then, once you do this, you can let it sit in there for a little bit, or you could just go ahead and go to town and try to get the poop out, either way. Sometimes I need to do this twice. She's so funny. If she didn't just poop this really hard pellet, I would be saying she's fine. But I could also see poop sitting right there. So that tells me she has a lot. I put this between my teeth because that's never touched poop. And you gently insert into, somebody, okay, never mind.
Good morning. How is she liking her?
I am going to X that. Sorry. No comments right now, please. Watch when you come in, don't just start asking questions. Um, gently, gently insert. You don't want to tear the rectum. I believe Ken used the term perforate. So, uh, very important. Don't force it in. I know, honey. The lubrication helps for this to go in, but it also helps the poop to come out. Now then, I put a lot of water in here. There's 2 mils. I'm not going to use all 2. I'm only going to use 1. I know, guys. Chill it out in there. And you depress this very slowly. You don't want it to blast the areas that are in there. I only go about 1. That's it. There's not a hard, fast rule. Okay, Alexa, mute. Pause. Sorry, mute. Wow. I know that's going to be a problem for you of 2s over there. Okay. Now then, we have warm water in the rectum. That does not go into the bladder, by the way. If you freak that out, yeah, don't worry. It does not. It doesn't. It cannot go into there. Cannot go in the bladder. Tim had an issue with that, thinking that they did. Okay, I'm going to see if I can show this as best as I can. And I might have to do this one more time because that was very hard poop. I know, baby. And if it is not viewable, I'm sorry, but we will try to do things as best as I can for viewership. I'm also doing this for her comfort. But I need to make sure I am stimulating her rectum as much as I can to get it to come out. I know. The fact of how bad it was just a few minutes ago. Oh, here it comes. Jeez, that's hard. Come on. I'm definitely going to have to do this a second time, darn it. Come. Whoa! That just shot out there. Come on, let's get it all cleaned out, baby. There you go. Come on. It's a good thing. Everybody poops. Let's go. There we go. Come on. Yeah. Then you're going to feel really good and like playing. Okay, let's switch sides, baby. Yep. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's do it this way. Yep. Yep. Now, I didn't show how to feel around for the colon today, but I did yesterday. You've got to be super gentle when you're doing that kind of thing. Otherwise, you could really hurt them. These guys are very gentle. As much as people think, oh, they're fine. No, they're not. No. Don't make them out to be more than what they are. My God, that stuff stinks. Go figure. Okay, hold on. I'm going to add some fresh warm water. Warm, not hot. She's thinking, I'm going to get a bath? No. You're not going to get a bath, baby. Okay, that's enough. I always go over the amount of water that I need. I know. You know what? I'm going to need more than that, actually, because I want more than that. Because I still want to prime it again, pushing out any cold water. There's that. Okay. So, let me wipe this down. And I'm going to drag it through the lubricant again. Okay, there's that. So we have massive hard poo. This is attempt number 2 to get her the rest of the way cleaned out, because what she has expelled, what's been evacuated, does not seem like very much for a 24-hour period. Darling, you're funny. Hold on. No, really. Hercules. Okay, hold on, baby. Hold on. And slowly going into Again, the rectum, very slowly, very. You've also got to be careful with the tail. The tail is an extension of the spine. Jeez. And they use it for poop, by the way, if you didn't know. If they do use it for pooping. They have to. They also use it for balance. They use it for a lot of things, but it is an extension of their spine. There we go. Slowly. Ooh, okay. Fun, fun, fun. Girl, you scare me. I need a much larger platform for you. You're like all over the place. As you should be, but holy crap. No pun intended. Get it? Holy crap. Okay, yeah. Yep, I know. Okay. Let's see if we could get a lot more poop out. I know. But you know what? You're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. Yep. Oops. The lubrication, again, is used not only to put the tube in, but to get the poop out. Girl, you are making this really hard. I know. And you cannot Parita them because, you know, it's a matter of, hey, you need them to move that back end around. As she is. Holy crap. Okay. Come on. If you're just joining, welcome in. My name is Shar. I am the owner of Critical Care Kitten Coalition. I am a subject matter expert in neonate kittens, which is birth through 6 weeks of age. This girl is 3.5 weeks, going on 4, so she is definitely a neonate. She's been having a hard time pooping, difficulty pooping. Holy crap. I know. And, I know. Jeez. So we were conducting a warm water enema on her to make sure that she gets this out of her system, because if you don't, then it backs up. When it backs up, that's where things go really, really bad. And she will actually stop eating then, and that's happened a few times. Okay, let me try it this direction. With her, it is constantly trying to figure out which way am I going to be able to get her rectum to start pushing out anything that is in her colon. I know, baby. It's just been... If she was under the care of somebody who didn't know how to do this, I'm not sure if she would even be alive. I doubt it, but I don't know. Just because I've seen what happens when they can't poop. This is one of the reasons why I learned how to do this. Come on. I've got to be able to see, sorry. And I'm trying to be as gentle as I can, holding her and letting her feet hit the floor so she can push if she wants to. And she's got a lot of literal crap up there, but it's just not wanting to come out, which tells me that some hard piece. Now I got these out. Those are hard. And that's the problem that she's had. And it's not the food. I know it's not the food. I've never had a kitten have an issue like this before. Plus, she is going to start transitioning onto other food. If by chance, for some weird reason, it is the food, for one weird reason or another, then because she's going on a mother baby cat food, I'm going to have to try it a third time for the first time. Because I see it. Okay, let me just do a quick little exam. I know. You're like, I just want to play, Mama. I know, honey. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do the exam to begin with today anyhow, because some people misunderstand how to do that. You've got to be careful when you're squeezing. Please. Please, please, please. You don't need to squish. You're just trying to feel for the colon. You're just crawling and playing. I know. Let me get some of this off of here. She instantly tried to start pooping today when I went to go stimulate her. She can't poop on her own. Humans have to be the ones to stimulate when it's the absence of the mama. Problem is, even if mama was around, and I've seen this before, and when they're constipated, oh my gosh, mamas still try to do what they can. The next thing you know, babies are dying. Why? Because they're backed up. It does take their life. I know. Well, I need her to be relaxed, which is hard to do. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, poor baby. We're going to try one more time. If we can't get it this third time, if magic can't happen, then we'll just wait till a little bit later, okay? Okay. I don't want it to... I know, but you're supposed to be like helpful a little bit, okay? Here, I'll put this under you. I'm going to get this prepped. I'm going to get some more warm water. If you missed this part, I have lubrication right here. Just regular, plain, no feeling, heating, tingly, blah, 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 flavored, nothing. It's plain. It is literally plain stuff. That's it. That's all. That's what they need. They don't need anything supercilious or whatever. Okay. Warm water. It's just warm water. Some enemas have a lot of chemicals in there to help break things up. This is literally warm water only. And that's one of the reasons why it can sometimes take more than once. Again, don't perform this unless you know what you're doing and you've been experienced or trained. And you could get trained through a vet or vet tech or somebody like me that's, knows what they're doing, has been trained. And I mean, not just, oh, I know what I'm doing. No, they know. They do it on a fairly regular basis. I've seen too many arrogant people that think, I could do that. No. And you use an enteral tube. Has to be an enteral tube. It cannot be just something flighty. It has to be individually wrapped, notches on the sides, not on the top. The top is rounded. It is rounded for a reason. This is one that could go through down into the stomach or up the rectum. If it goes either way, it's rounded so it doesn't perforate either the esophagus or the rectum. If it was flat, like when some people have attempted to suggest, which is why I don't take suggestions or people's thoughts in my channel, it irritates me when they do that because most of the time they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And when they say, I do because I did it one time, oh my God, one time. And that poor kitten that you did that to, holy no. So, no, that's not allowed. And I will allow somebody to say something one time and I will tell them don't. If they do it again, they're out. I'm very adamant. If you are a licensed vet or a vet tech, DM me. Join my Discord and DM me and give me your credentials so I can verify it. I've only been able to verify out of the multitude of people who have said they are 3 people. 3. That's it. Tons of people have said, I'm a vet. No, they're not. They could say whatever they want to. Again, very slowly, it goes up to this black mark. The black mark is just over an inch to make sure it covers those 2 little holes that are right there. Slowly. You don't want to hurt the baby. She's not comfortable with it, but this is a 3.5 French. It's almost, in fact, I think it is, the tiniest that you can get for a kitten. You might be able to get smaller for like, squirrels. But I don't know. I don't do squirrels. Okay. Last time, baby. If this does not do it, then we're going to just leave you alone. I know. I know. There we go. Nice and slow. And there's to the mark. Whoop. Hold on. And even though there's a lot more water than 1 ml, I'm only going to 1. It's warm water only, not hot, not cold, warm. And you do it slowly. The water helps kind of move it around and break it up, and then the lubrication helps this get inserted, but it helps the poop come out, and there's still poop coming out on the end of that. So I know that she still has it, besides the fact that I felt in her colon. Holy crap, her colon probably feels about the same size as my pinky. She's feeling backed up, but she's only been able to poop once a day. And they should be pooping anywhere from once to 4 times, 4 or 5 times. I should keep forgetting them. 4 to 5 times a day, depending on the baby. Hopefully now. Hey, oh, shoot. I'm going to do it this way. There. You can grab hold of that and use that. Come on. Yep. Let's see if we can get it to all of a sudden come out. Please, please, please. Some of the water's coming out, so that's good. I would like to see more of the water that I've inserted come out, because not all of it has come out so far. It is definitely starting. Come on. I know, it's exerting. And this, yep, it's coming. Oh boy. Come on, push that out, push that out, push. Come on. And she's going to get loud because it hurts. I know, sweetheart. I know. Come on, get it out, get it out, get it out, push it out. Come on. There we go. Come on, keep going. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Oh my gosh. Yep. I'm going to try doing this. Okay. Wetting this down just a bit. It doesn't simulate mom's tongue. It just makes it a little more comfortable, I guess. Makes kind of sense. Come on. Come on. I know. I know that wasn't the whole thing. I know it wasn't, but I might just have to let it go for now. See, before, I've never seen a case like her before. Not this bad. I've seen them get constipated. I've never seen them get this constipated repeatedly. Yeah, that's it. So, okay. Little bits here and there, here and there. This was the most that she did today, and I know that there's more than that. That's what's scary. There's more than that, so I'm going to have to do it later. I don't know when. I don't care when. It's not like I'm trying to do this for views. What I'm trying to do is educate, because I have to do it anyhow. So many people don't know that this is an option, and then they wonder, what's going on? And then a vet will look at them, because there's not enough to test on, to say, oh, they've got fading kitten syndrome. Fading kitten syndrome is an umbrella diagnosis because they don't know what's going on, because there's not enough to test on. It's most of the time they don't check the colon. They don't know, because they don't see them this small. And by the time they do, they're usually very close to the end. So then they just suggest euthanizing. So I am adamant about, if that's the case, you know, if you're a rescue or a shelter and you're in the Western Washington or Washington State area, bring them to me. If I've got room, bring them to me. That's fine. If I don't, there's, you know, I'm only one person. I'm literally one person running the show now. So that's it. Yeah. I don't know how many babies I've been able to save, but I know that each one, for that one, they get spayed, they get neutered, they are vaccinated, microchipped, dewormed, and then they get to find their forever home. And that is a win. At least then, you know, I'm trying, right? I'm trying. I can't do a ton of T&Rs, but I've been doing that too. Thank you to my friend Woody, who's been helping me out dramatically, because I am more of a medical rescue. But I am not a vet or a vet tech, FYI. I am a subject matter expert in neonate kittens. Neonates. That's this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this up put it away. She's done for now. She's eaten. She might even want to eat more, but I think her belly's still kind of hurting. So I'll just try feeding her again in an hour or two. See if she wants to. Hi. But you know where she's going to go right now? If you will follow me for any length of time, you will know. By the way, if I have more than one, I put each one in an individual baggie with their name on it. They don't share them, whether it's for the rectum or down their throat. They don't share tubes. It's just not a good idea. It's better to just play it safe. Okay? All right. So if you'll follow me for any length of time, you will know. She will now go in to the hoodie. Now then, can she play in there? Not really, but she can rest. If she starts moving around too much, that's when she goes out and she goes back into her little playpen. So, welcome, and if you are new here, please give me a follow on either account. I'm dual streaming on TikTok as well as Yub of Twos. She is strong. FYI, if you didn't know her history, her mama was just over a year old or just around a year old. She should not have been given the opportunity to get pregnant, but she did. So essentially a 1-year-old cat is a 15-year-old. Cats can get pregnant as young as 4 months of age. They can go into their first heat at 4 months of age. So they have their first litter at 6 months of age. That's really bad. They more than likely will reject the kittens because they themselves are a kitten. They are a kitten. They're considered a kitten until they are a year old. Once they're a year old, they're considered more of a cat. They're more of a teenager. So you gotta remember, spay or neuter, and don't wait till 6 months. If your vet says you gotta wait till they're 6 months, contact a rescue or a shelter, Humane Society, ASPCA, something of that sort. They will not only help you, but you could get it done probably cheaper. Who knows? If you can afford more, then give them a donation. But guess what? I am a rescue, and I do it all the time for people. I do TNRs, but I also do low-income spay and neuters. I also, now, you never use human medication on a cat. Look at the size difference. Look at the size difference. This is a kitten, mind you, but even a cat is able to be picked up, right? The size difference is ridiculous. Unless you yourself are a veterinarian and you know how to actually do the math and calculate it for their size, don't mess with their lives like that. Get them to a vet. These are supposed to be your children, man. You are their voice. Don't be their stupid. Don't take their life. Don't risk that. That's not smart. Human medication also, not all human medications translates to safe for animals, let alone felines. So please, when I see something like that, oh Lord. And even still, some human medications can be given to animals. However, they have to be dosed properly for their weight. Austin, that's not a joke. You'd be surprised at how many people. Amanda, if you're talking to me, be careful. So, no, it's not a joke. Exactly, as my mod Heidi says, some viewers might not have known that. It is never a joking matter here. I'm a medical rescue. I don't take anything as a joke unless it's already a lighthearted situation and you throw in the emojis and da 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 da. But if it's not even a lighthearted situation, that's an inappropriate joke. So just don't. Just don't. These babies go through enough. Cats everywhere go through enough. If you think cats have a great life, no. Probably maybe your cat has a great life. But if you really want to get a slap of reality, go volunteer at a rescue or a shelter. It's pretty sad. And when you see the ones that are coming in and what they've had to go through, it's not fun. She's the sole survivor out of 7 kittens. A 1-year-old cat had 7 kittens, and she rejected them. I only know of really, technically it would be 3, but only 2 reasons that a cat rejects their kittens. The whole group of kittens. They're either too young or they are too stressed. They're stressed because y'all won't leave their freaking babies alone. Or your kids won't leave them alone, or something of that sort, and that stresses them out. If you find a litter of kittens, you could just go to my blog on my website, by the way, for this information. You don't look around, see if you see the mama. Oh, she's not around. She must have rejected them. Mamas don't just reject their babies. Their whole purpose in life right now, because they're not yet spayed, is to reproduce. That's it, until they are spayed, and then their purpose in life becomes live the best life possible. Until then, what you do is you go and get some baking flour, not baking soda, baking flour, put a big old perimeter of it, or a big old circle around where the kittens are, thick enough that she can't just hop over, or wide enough so she can't just hop over. She has to just walk. She just gives up and goes and walks, or she hops over. You'll see it. But then you take your ass away from the situation for 2 or 3 hours. If those babies are warm, if they look well fed, right there, that tells me that chances are mama's around. Mama's probably watching you. And if you scoop up those babies thinking you're going to be the hero, you are messing with her. She will then go out and get pregnant again because you just took her babies. And she can go out and get pregnant that quick. It doesn't have to be another 6 months. She will go into heat. She goes into what's called a morning heat, MOURNING, which means she's sad because her babies have been taken. Some people think, oh, cats don't care. Yes, they do. I've seen it enough times. They do give a care. You take their babies, you give them a refocus again. All you got to do, again, going back to it, baking flour, put the perimeter around. Mama comes in. All you have to do is see little footprints. Stop, turn your butt around, and go call a rescue or shelter. Ask them to bring some traps. You trap the mom. Once you get the mama, guess what? Scoop up the babies, but then the two stay together. Once they have been weaned, the babies, weaned from the mama, once the mama weans the babies, and she then does all the work. You're not up every 2 hours. What? Yeah, I've been up every 2 hours. Now it's not as bad, but anyways. But then you get to keep them together. Once babies are weaned from mama, it drives me crazy when a rescue does it themselves. Then they can all go and get spayed or neutered together. They don't even have to be together. They could just get spayed or neutered at that point. So, and it might have to be broke up depending on, the rescue. But the rescue could then, if you can foster them, great. You don't have to keep them. Rescue will help you, right? Yeah, they're overloaded. They need fosters for all of these cats that are giving birth out there right now because it's getting warmer. And so we call it a kitten season. The reason why we call it the kitten season is because between generally October through February, March, it's too cold for babies to survive. So those that are getting born outside, they are still getting born. Most of them are not surviving. So FYI, that's why there's a kitten season. In the warmer months, yeah, it's not like they're more sexually active. No, it's just that they can survive after birth. So, hi, Marty. Anyhow, so that's just something else to keep in mind, because as soon as we get them here, as soon as I get them here, I get them, once they are of age, the weight that they need to be, which generally is, they have to be at least 2 pounds to get spayed or neutered. They have to be at least 3 pounds for the rabies vaccination to have any effect. So it depends on when I can get them up, but I can take up 10 to 15 every month. So I help the public out a lot when I can. And I do a lot of TNRs during that time when I don't have a ton. But like with her, she's the only survivor. Now, how? I keep getting off track on here. Why is she the only survivor? Mama was a year old. She rejected him. the person that had the mama, the human who the mama belongs to, I don't know if she knew much about neonates. Chances are it could be that she didn't know anything about them and she didn't do much research. But babies require, they don't have a way to thermal regulate. There's no way for them to stay warm without their mama. They need their mama to get them warm. They need their litter mates to keep them warm while mama's gone. They keep each other warm for that time frame. They can't see, they can't hear because their eyes are sealed, their ears are sealed, their stomachs are still developing. And so if you find babies that are cold, those ones, mama probably is no longer alive, is what that happened. It wasn't that she rejected them, she was no longer alive. Now, if you're talking about rejecting one or two, mama said, oh, you're sick. So she will reject one or two if they're looking like she can smell it. She can smell an illness coming on, and she will then reject them. How long do the neonates stay on formula? For approximately 4 or 5 weeks. I usually go 5, maybe 6 weeks, depending. I will start adding mother baby cat food into, where is it? Into the formula. I tried with her. She's 3.5 weeks going on 4. She's going to need to be introduced again to it. She wasn't too big on it, which makes sense because I was like, well, you're eating over 20 meals in every sitting. So yeah, and she won't eat but every 4 or 5 hours, which is understandable. That's her age. I've got a wonderful resource that I put together on my website. If you go to my website, click on what we do, then resources is the very first one. It says expecting queens, newborns, and orphans. But I will add mother baby cat food into it, just a teensy tiny amount just to introduce it. And, as she grows, every day it's going to be a little bit more. I backed off a little bit now because, the pooping issue. I want to make sure she doesn't get plugged up because solid food will sometimes mess with that too. Anyways, the gal that owned the mama, when the 7 babies were rejected because, hey, she's a teenager. So she wants to be on the phone and going to football games and to the mall and crap like that. She doesn't want to be tied to, nursing these kittens. 3 of them passed before she even reached out to her rescue. Why? I don't know if she kept them warm. Not a clue. The thing is, if they're cold and they are alive, you've got to get them warm before you try to feed them. They cannot digest their food unless it's warm and they are warm. They have got to be a certain temperature. That's in my guide. That will help you. But you need to get them warm. A hairdryer is a horrible idea to try to get them warm. If there's nothing else to use, do it with caution so you don't burn their very delicate skin. Because guess what? You will. And that hurts. People think, well, it doesn't hurt. Idiot. Anyways, so, 3 of them passed away. Then a warming pad would help as long as it is, chill, slow. You don't want it to be, no matter what, you don't want them to cook, but you want them to be warmed up slowly because they usually, when we get them, they're really cold and we're trying to warm them up. I have a brooder. Brooders are different. Brooders are set to climb up at a very slow pace, but stay at a hot, perfect temperature for babies. So I have them at 100% on the heat factor for the first 2 weeks of their life. And that is how they can digest their food. If they don't have the ability to be warm, they cannot digest their food. If the food is cold, they can't digest their food too. So you always test it on the inside of your arm. You spray it down and you see, is that hot or is it cold? If it's hot, you're going to burn the inside of their mouth and down their throat. Let's not do that. Just do that. Make sure it's warm. Not hot, certainly not cold. If you don't have feeling there, grab somebody and help you. Anyways, by the time the rescue got there, though, there were 5 left, right? Wait, 3, 4 left. First 3 passed away before she even reached out to a rescue. She calls the rescue. Rescue goes there. 2 of them passed in the interim. So now there's only 2 survivors. Why is there only 1 left? Because when the 2 her and her litter mate got to the fosters, the rescue's foster, she tried everything she could that she knew. She had a brooder, from what I understand. She was doing everything right, but it was too far gone. The other one passed overnight, which is devastating for most fosters. It tends to mess with your heart, it messes with your soul, and you feel horrible, as you should, because it's a loss. It's natural. I have a tendency to compartmentalize and regroup, refocus, and focus straight on the one or ones remaining. So I'm able to kind of stuff that emotion away, tuck it away, unless, and this has happened before, one by one they passed away because they were under 2 weeks of age and they were exposed to panleukopenia, and there's no saving them if they've been exposed after birth to panleukopenia. And it was hell. One by one, I regrouped, I refocused, regrouped, refocused. Every time one passed, I was able to regroup, refocus until that last one, and then I had a meltdown because I had been up for days, almost a week, and it was horrible because you're doing everything you can, everything and I know how to combat Panleuk, but can't, not with them being under 2 weeks. They don't have an immune system, they don't have thermal regulation, they can't even vomit. That's fun. They can have diarrhea, they can get very dehydrated, and then I'm putting in sub-Q fluids to try to help them out. But with them being just within that 2 week period, yeah, it's difficult. But those are the kind of things that you might see here on this channel, because I will be live when I have kittens like that. Do not use preparation H on cats. No. If it is through a vet, and the vet is, actually, I would not even do it. If a vet was suggesting preparation H, first of all, Austin, are you a vet or a vet tech? Because if you're not, don't be saying that shit, and this is going to be my last time I will warn you. You do not say, well, a vet told me. No. If it is not verifiable safe for animals through research, and I know preparation H is not on neonates, and I don't deal with many cats here, I deal with neonates, and you could say, well, they're the same thing. No, they're not. They are baby cats, itty bitty newborn baby cats, but they are not the same. So I will say I will never tolerate a vet told me. Sometimes the vets are wrong. I've had some bad advice. That doesn't mean all vets are wrong. You should trust your vet, but if your gut says, this just doesn't feel right, go with that. Take them to another vet. Nothing says you can't. You could even question that vet and ask, could I get your coworker's opinion, please? Another vet's opinion, please? And if they'll, I don't have one that's available, I'll wait. What are they going to do? Kick you out? You're paying. Otherwise, tell them not to charge you then, because that you feel is bad advice. Granted, you don't have the medical expertise to back it, but it's a matter of, but you got a computer on your phone. You could also do a Google search and see, does it say whether or not that medication is safe or not? And usually it would say under a vet's guidance, if it does. If it says no, then it should be no. And I've had to bring that up to vets before, and they don't like being challenged. They've got egos. They've gone to medical school for years, and they think that they know exactly what they're doing. I understand that, but I'm their voice. I am their voice. They rely on me for their safety to be that voice. Yeah, Badger, I agree with that. Yeah, I don't have much. I did that too, but you seem intent on scolding me. That's because you just said a vet told me it's fine. No. Don't say that in my chat. I don't care if that's what you believe. I feel for your cats if you're gonna just, go willy-nilly and try this. But you also said human medication. So right now, no, you are you are right. I'm going to scold you because you've already said 2 things that should not be said in my chat. So just learn and listen. If you have a suggestion, put it in a form of a question. What for the opinion of a vet that I contact? I have no idea what you're meaning there, but anyways, I'm not asking people to tell me what their vets suggested, because guess what? You're not the vet. I'm not talking to your vet. I'm talking to you. People misunderstand. This is why I don't allow people to just start telling me, oh, this is okay. No. Or you should try this. No. Ask a question. Hey, have you tried this? Hey, do you think this is safe? Hey, something, a question. Because then I can tell you whether I know or whether I've tried it, whether it doesn't work, what my experience is. If I don't know, I will do research on it. I will even contact one of my vets that I actually go to, because I use different ones. And it just depends on the situation. I am adamant that people don't just come in and give suggestions, because there's a lot of people in here thinking, well, that's a good idea. And I've seen it in other chats. I've seen it in a lot of other live streams of rescues and shelters, sanctuaries and whatnot, where people are just throwing out suggestions. One, they're horrible suggestions. Some of them are life-threatening ones that are dangerous or poisonous. Did you know? Austin, this is for you. I'm not picking on you on this one. I'm just going to ask you, did you know? I have not even opened this box. I ordered this because my knee is messed up, because I have to bend over and clean out 36 litter boxes. I don't know how many we have right now, a day. Multiple times a day. Because, you know, who likes to poop in a dirty toilet, right? They don't either. So I got this because somebody suggested it. And then I found out that there is an ingredient in this that if you are not wearing gloves and then wash your hands afterwards, if you just rub it on yourself, and then you go and you start petting your kitty. This is called Voltaren. Voltaren. There is an ingredient in here that will actually shut your cat's organs down just from you touching them and putting on their fur. Biggie's U2T fan. One, you come at me again with that language and I will block you. I am going to remove that comment because there's no reason why you need to. Two, I have 34 cats and kittens here, but I'm a rescue. Do you want me coming at you like that? Don't do it. So many people think that, oh, I'm a hoarder. One person decided to try to report me to animal services in my area. I was visited last weekend. I now have another resource who they will now come to if they can't, so they don't have to euthanize a kitten due to being sick or with ringworm or something. They can now bring them to me. So thank you, whoever decided to report me. But no, I'm not a hoarder. I'm a rescue. I adopt out. I get them healed. I get them vaccinated. I get them spayed or neutered. I will give them one shot. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, unless they're really stupid. But coming at me with swearing, how many fluffing cats? I use the term fluffing if I'm putting mindset to it. But yeah, the thing is that when I learn something and learn something new, I want to pass that on. I want people to know. But again, here's where the problem is. I will also, when I learn something new, I will bounce it off of my vet a few times, and I'll ask another vet that I'd see, just to make sure. And I do my research. No matter what, research is key, right? Not just verifying it through Google MD. No. But you can do a simple Google search about Voltaren and animals. Some things just don't. Okay, first of all, if you're a mod, I could see you tell me that, but if you're a mod, you don't need to tell me that. You could do it yourself. Anytime somebody tells me to block them, you are most likely going to be the one getting blocked. So I know you of twos, you guys, I'm new over here for live streaming. Please learn. There's no reason to be negative or aggressive. Be kind. I can handle it, or my mods will. My mods are class C A1, and they are classy, not class C. Anyways, just so you know, we're a positive group. I will let you know whether or not something is acceptable. If it doesn't ring true in your head for some reason and you're testing my patience, I'll let you know quickly. What were you talking about prior to this? Is that medicine? Yeah, it's medicine. The Voltaren, it's medicine. It's I want to say it's a muscle relaxer. It's something to help actually with joint pain. You've got to be careful with it. You got to be careful with the medicines you are rubbing on your body. If anything you are rubbing on yourself, before you touch your animals, go wash your hands thoroughly. Preferably, if you're going to rub something like that on yourself, use gloves and then wash your hands after that too. Just because all of a sudden your cat's going, oh my gosh, why are you lethargic? What's going on? And you run them to the vet and they don't know that you've poisoned them externally. They don't know. And then they're trying to do all these tests. It's costing you a ton of money. And now they've admitted them. Now it's in the thousands of dollars. And maybe they are able to get them to pull through. More times than not, they won't, because their organs are shutting down. And they don't know why either. And it's because you didn't wash your hands. That's why it doesn't make sense to not wash before you pee. I don't care if you wash before you pee, wash after you pee. So, daily events. You're taking something way off base here. No. First of all, not talking about humans. What you guys do to yourselves, that's up to you. What you do to your animals, that's where I care. I give a care about what you do to yourselves. You guys can think you should have common sense. I don't want to hear about it. Okay, so daily event, this is where I come in. Okay, bye-bye. No. No need. Positivity doesn't mean you have to go disgusting. No. Anyways, my physical issues, I was thinking. Definitely check in the future. Check with, you could check with medications, anything that's included in them. And again, a Google search will tell you, it'll tell you, that a little AI will say whether or not it's safe for animals. And if so, is it not? How is it not? Whether it is transdermal. If it's a transdermal, meaning it's through the skin, if it's dangerous transdermal, yeah, that's a problem. But yeah, Voltaren. But that's, again, you can use it. Just, I always suggest gloves. I haven't even opened it. I tried to return it and they said, no, it's the medication. I know it's medication. It's not even open. Okay, whatever. Anyways, gloves, and then wash your hands afterwards. Just to make sure. You just want to make sure. Oh, Don, it's okay. Yeah. That wasn't even my concern on it. I'm not sitting there asking, about what to do. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm not concerned about what my issue is. I'm talking about just what I learned by this silly situation. It was just this, wow. I was trying to help myself, but I didn't know I could possibly put any of these lives in jeopardy. So, no matter what, it's just a matter of checking things out first. I'm going to wash my hands. I have got to get everybody fed. I've only fed the nursery. Everybody's already upset with it. So, I will open up the chat again for TikTok. My apologies. Those on you of twos, I will eventually get this reading out too. I just haven't been able to get to it. And see, little girl here, she is tie tuckered. And some people will think, oh my gosh, she goes on a tangent. Well, I do, because again, I am their voice. and so are you. Take that as a very important responsibility. Because if you don't, what's the point of having an animal, really? Oh, because they're an emotional support animal for me. Well, be an emotional support human for them. How do I help mamas milk sacs after stillborn kittens? Oh, shoot. Let me go back to that. Could you pin that again, please? Is she, what causes kittens' organs to shut down? Multiple things. But anyways. It's not just kittens, it's cats.
It's a buried comment.
Oh no. So the person that asked about the mama's milk sacs, can you do a copy and repost it, or just write it out again? I'm sorry. If I missed a question, please, yeah, do that. I'm gonna attempt to do it. Ow, my hand stuck to that freaking board. That hurt. That's what I get for just sitting there. I'm in Lacey, Washington. How do I help a mom's milk sac after stillborn? S. Swan, they're still here. She's swollen and sad. It's probably not just swollen. She's probably going into mastitis. It's sad for many reasons, but make sure you get her fixed, please. Spayed. That's going to help her out tremendously. Right now, take her to a vet. She's probably going to need warm compresses right now until you can get her to a vet. Warm.
At Lori Shaw, 350 WA.
Boom. Okay. So, because this is actually a life-threatening situation that has been described. If you think it's not, it is. Mastitis is painful and it is life-threatening. Mastitis is when the milk sacs start to swell up. It'll get hard. And it's an infection. So she's going to need medication, an antibiotic, which is through the vet, until you can get her in. And when you call the vet, let them know you suspect her to have mastitis. Humans can get it too. Mamas that just had babies, and yeah, they can get it too. It is highly, highly painful. And if you've got multiple milk sacs, oh my God. And I've seen this before, and the way that we deal with it here, how I've dealt with it before, warm compresses. So just damp, warm, not hot, warm cloths placed on there. And you will need to try to open up those milk sacs. So you're trying to milk the cat, basically, which sounds weird, but you need to get those milk openings opened up so it can free flow. She is still going to need to have to get an antibiotic in her, and that's up to the vet of what kind, whether that's Clavamox, Convenia, or doxycycline. More times than not, they'll just go with Clavamox, but some of them surprise me. But usually the compresses, the milking of the kitty, and then the antibiotic, she will be fine. But once she is healed up and she's good, and keep her in a bedroom or a bathroom until she is 100% and she's been spayed, because guess what? She will go into heat again. She's lost her babies. She's going to go into heat. If you have her running around the house and she slips out, you won't see her until she's pregnant. If she's in a bathroom or a bedroom and she slips out, you can get her and put her back because she's still in the house. Please, I wish people would listen to that common sense more. It would help out with these accidents that happen all the freaking time. So, but please, yeah. Bedroom or bathroom, go in there, have a radio on there in there for her so she doesn't feel totally alone and isolated. But go in there often, be with her. She doesn't feel good. When she is feeling good, whatever, just go in there. But get her an appointment to be spayed as soon as you can, because chances are she's going to get healed up before that appointment's even, there happening. If the vet says, no, we need to whatever, contact, or if you can't afford it, contact a rescue, a shelter, ASPCA, or animal services. They will help you, and that's usually a lot cheaper. So amoxicillin isn't over there on here. Amoxicillin isn't over the counter anywhere in the United States. I don't know where it would be considered over the counter, nor would you want it over the counter. Too many people overuse an antibiotic. That's why if it's an antibiotic, even an eye antibiotic is now required a vet's prescription, because too many people were like, I just need something over the counter. And then they were diagnosing and treating their animals and making crap worse. So the FDA said, let's stop. FDA does a lot of things that I don't agree with. However, that one I kind of do. I don't like it either because I'm not a vet or a vet tech. It makes it, but I've got a great relationship with any of my vets for that reason. So, whatever. You're very welcome as Swans. I really hope your kitty's okay. But yeah, warm compresses right now, 100%. And she's not going to like it. It is going to hurt her to do the milking. It's not going to be comfortable for you or for her. But it doesn't take long to break those little openings free so that the milk that's clotted up in there, and that's all it is. It's basically spoiled milk that's infecting her body now. It's sad. I was talking about what someone said. Oh, yeah. If you think you got an easy out for getting medications, don't put it in my chat, please. Do not. I am not for unethical guidelines. Okay, let's get this party rolling for the rest of the group here. And I have a feeling, pretty sure of it, I'm going to have to make food for the rest of them because I didn't last night because I was not feeling great. And of course, guess what? Being the only one here. Yeah. Okay, this is for the dungeon girls. The ones in the dungeon have tritrichomonas. What is tritrichomonas? Tritrichomonas, in short, is tritric. It's a GI, gastrointestinal, parasite. It was brought in by somebody surrendering kittens to me. And they brought in 4 different types of parasites, bless their freaking heart. And what ended up happening is, because it was on the bottoms of their shoes, it became a process change for me. Now everybody has to take their shoes off or wear foot covers when they come in. But 2 of my kitties that are kittens, not tiny kittens, mind you, they ended up getting 3 different parasites. Coccidia, which there's 2 different types of coccidia, by the way. Coccidia, giardia, and tritrichomonas. Tritrichomonas used to be treated with ranitazole through a prescription. Unfortunately, for cats, ranitazole is no longer available. Why? Not a damn clue. Irritates the hell out of me. So they basically say, hey, just put a Band-Aid on this and hopefully they'll get over it quick. Quick is not quick. Quick is 6 months to 2 years. That's the quickest 6 months for them. They've been in the dungeon, which is a bathroom, by the way, since September. I'm not thrilled. The good news is thank you to psyllium husk, at least it's firming up their poop. Otherwise, the giardia and coccidia cleared up. That was easy. Believe it or not, those parasites are not fun either, but it's been a cakewalk compared to tritric. The tritric, yeah, it liquefies their poo so that they could just be drinking water and it looks like it's just coming right out of them on the other end. It's just crazy. I would consider. Yeah, food is an opinion, and my opinion, I use a mid-grade because I'm a rescue. I have to save money as much as I can because as much as I have an adoption fee, by the time that the kitties get adopted, the adoption fee doesn't cover anything compared to what I've put into them. So let's go get that too. So yeah, it's always a losing battle when it comes to the money part of it, but no big deal, right? That's why I'm on live. That is why I'm doing what I do. Not to mention, education, but this is how I'm able to keep my rescue going. Otherwise, I would have to go back into the workforce and redo what I was doing before, which was working for the state. I had a good job. It was decent paying. But I'll tell you what, my rescue has cost me a lot, not just money wise, but it cost me my marriage. It cost me everything. But you know, it is what it is. I care about these babies. And that's for those two. Let me get Aphrodite's probably last meal in a cage, hopefully, as long as she stays within view. So psyllium husk just firms up their poop. You do have to get them to be in a vet, though. Yeah, a vet needs to be telling you to use this, because what happens is if you give them too much, one, they won't eat it because it tastes nasty. But two, it firms it up, and that way they are evacuating not only what's in their bowels, but they're evacuating those parasites with it, and that's important. So they haven't had any drippage or anything in months, but I still have to be erring on the side of caution because we don't. It is transferable and contagious to other cats really, really quick. So no. Where is? Okay. I am definitely going to need more food now. This bowl lasts me a day, 2 days. 2 days now. Used to be 1. It's now extended out to 2. If it extends out beyond 2 days, I have to throw it away because anything after 2 days, the nutritional value has plummeted. Why feed them something that has no nutrition? I need to switch the phones over to the single holder. I'm going to get this in. By the way, the dungeon's a bathroom that doesn't have windows, so it has this really cool gated door. All right. Okay, so if by chance you have a question and I wasn't able to answer it, and if I get off of live and I still have not answered it, please join my Discord. You can DM me. If you're going to DM me about something silly or stupid, I will just not answer you because I don't have time for silly or stupid right now. And hold on. I know, guys. I know. I'm late. I'm sorry. Ugh. Okay, and because I have a baby that actually could use a litter box, normally I would still hang on to this, but because baby, litter box. I cut around here. I'll take the plastic part off, throw that away. But I cut around here, all the way around, so that way it has something so it won't leak. And then I just use a little tape and fold it over. That way she doesn't chew on the plastic. And then what I do. Had a question, won't let me pin. What? Okay, hold on a second. Sorry. I forgot that that's not on anymore too.
At Leanne, you could try. They'll help her.
I'm tired too.
Okay. Leanne. Let's see if I can find her.
It was a bad deworming.
I think I'm getting to it. Everybody's like, Leanne. Okay, can anybody help? I can't get my cat to take the worming tablets. She sniffs it and sniffs out straight away. Are you just...
I am about to fall asleep, so see y'all next live.
That's
Love
Kai.
y'all, besties.
Yep, that's Kai. Have a good day, Kai. Night. Forgot. Yeah. Anyways, so Leanne, if you're trying to put it into like a pill, like the things that cover after pill pockets, yeah, not always do those actually work, but yeah, I use this, but I also know how to use them. This should be used so you're not having to stick your fingers down their mouth. You put the pill on here, depending on if it's this size of the pill and whatnot, but you can put it down the back of their throat. If it's a big pill, you might have to cut it in half. Not to the back of their throat, down to the back of their tongue, so that way they swallow it. You can actually add water down into here, and that way that goes in there as well. And I can't get her to take the tablet crushed or whole. Use one of these. I guarantee you can. This will open up a whole new world. And does she have worms, or is this just preventative? And what kind of parasite are you talking about? Oops. Going back to the bottom. Can you pull the hood down? Not right now. This is for your curiosity, for me to do that. No, I've got to feed everybody. That takes priority A1. I already fed them. That's good. I've got to get these guys, the rest of them done. That's going to be garbage. Not garbage. Whatever. Let's see how much I can possibly... I know I'm not going to be able to. 2, 3, 4. No, just preventative. Well, that's good. What kind of... is there... I mean, how old is your cat?
Oh, the sleepy paw is too cute.
If it's... I mean, what kind of medication is it? I'm assuming it's like Drontal or whatever. The vet should have given the medication if you got it from a vet. If you didn't get it from a vet...
She looks so comfy.
She's funny.
A tiny piggy, please be careful feeding any seafood to your kitty due to the mercury in the seafood.
How do I transition on a wet food? I actually have a blog for that in my website. So please refer to that. It's actually quite simple. Make sure you're using proper food. Where's the mama? If you're talking about that the kitten is on mom and you're trying to transition them, don't do that. The kitten will start eating whatever the mom's eating on their own. This is silly, but it's necessary. Okay, I had enough for the Olympus room and Harry Potter room upstairs for sure. Yay! So, did you know, if you've taken your animals to the vet, you can contact your vet and ask them for a prescription of Revolution, which takes care of 5 or 6 different parasites. It is a type of dewormer as well, not just, it will take care of roundworm as well as anything else. But if it's pinworms or something that you're worried about, then I would definitely use pyrantel, which is liquid. You can always crush the pill up. You have to get a pill crusher for that. Add water and get some syringes. It's more of a pain in the butt than just...
Said cat is one. She got the wormer online in UK called itch.
Not sure what that is, but... So you're in the UK. Okay. That or you're just getting UK meds. Okay. So there's that. Now I get to make a whole other batch quick. Holy cow. And I'm trying to do multiple things. I can't just sit here and be engaging and answer questions, unfortunately, as much as I would like to. This is a working rescue that I'm running, so I'm constantly, and I don't have any volunteers today. My sister's going to be here this afternoon. That's it. That's going to be a treat, because that's it. And usually I have everybody fed by 8:45, and it's 10. So I'm kind of irritated with myself that I kind of went off. But she needed to be assisted and fed. All these cans that you just saw, it's a full case. Whoops, that one. Those four go back. This is why my house looks like it. It's super cluttered. Some would say it looks dirty. It's not dirty at all. It does look cluttered, yes, because I'll be halfway doing something and, oh, I will take care of this. And because I'm the only one, I might forget. Okay, let's get this done. So, use a pill shooter. That's the best way of doing it, hon. I'm sorry, I'm trying to answer also.
Happy to help. Congratulations on being a cat owner. You will love it.
You will. FYI, a good flea medication is imperative. And the reason why is because if you don't know this, here's a tip that a lot of people did not know. Fleas. Fleas are a horrible little parasite. They are a parasite besides being a nuisance, but they also feed birds. But if your cat goes indoor, outdoor, or if you by chance accidentally bring fleas in because they can attach to your clothes, Revolution or Revolution Plus not only takes care of, and I'm not an affiliate or anything, but they'll take care of all those.
Revolution or Revolution Plus recommended for cats 8
Here's the funny thing. If your cat's licking themselves and they have a flea and they ingest it, it becomes, once it hits their stomach, that stomach acid transforms them into tapeworm. Woohoo! So if you're wondering, well, why my cat has tapeworms? I can't seem to get rid of them. Why is that? Do they have fleas? And if they don't have fleas, and they did, and you were able to get rid of the fleas, you might have been
Everyone, please claim your team points from the heartbeat so you can level up, please, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Make sure to, there's a way to dealing with an infestation. If you can see tapeworms or little rice things coming out of their butt, they have an infestation of tapeworm. And that takes a certain way of dealing with it. If that happens, just DM me. I'm trying to get I think I do not yet have a blog on that yet. But there is a way of dealing with it that a lot of vets don't even for some reason deal with. But if you only treat them once, you're only getting the adults. You're not getting the larvae, you're not getting the eggs.
We had to handle her tapeworms once in a while.
Yeah. If you're handling tapeworms once in a while, that means you're only handling the infestation by the adults. There's the larvae, and then there are the eggs that you are still not getting.
Good morning, Shark.
See, this is why I had it off. This is why I had the readout off. Hello. Do you know of any rescues in Los Angeles? Los Angeles. No. I would have to look on my phone to see where it is that I do know of. Oh my God, I am being stupid. What the fluff?
It's 6 p.m. here at KXXX. What time is it there?
It does not matter. You can Google that.
Natalie Ann, welcome to the Kitten Crusaders.
I love you, but no. I'm not looking for engagement right now. Trust you me.
For 34 cats and kittens who wait in
Let me see here. Let me look. I'm gonna have to put the. I'll reduce TikTok for a second. So TikTok, don't freak out. Madera. It's Madera, California. That's the one that I know of. And what one
Chat
is
questions are
that?
prioritized. Please hold casual, non-urgent questions.
I forgot which one. She used to be one of my mods was the director of the rescue there. That's how I know about it.
Nice to meet you guys, XXX.
Nice to meet you. So yeah, it's I know of some rescues outside of Washington State, not many.
All babies are still here and now and all above 70 grams.
The ones that I do know of, they are creators on TikTok, which is how I've met them. And I might have met them in real life too. I don't know. Depends on which ones you're talking about. Some of them I don't want to meet ever. That happens. Okay, so I've got 24 cans that I'm putting together here. Hello. And I also need my probiotics still. Oh, jeez. I know, guys.
Realize XX.
Okay. Oh, now I'm going to be wearing the cat food. Okay. I'm sorry. She's like, hey, quit moving.
The end next part is the spot on recommended for friends and ticks in the UK.
Oh, boy. Yeah. So, welcome in. Hallelujah. Thank you for joining. All of that. Yub of Twos. I just got monetized over there, which is why I don't have music on right this given moment. On TikTok, I've been monetized over there for a long ass time. But, yeah,
no problem.
that's about it.
Questions until chat is less busy.
Yeah. Once I get everybody fed, then I deal with medications. There's only a few that are on meds right now. And
At the end, you can also check out our webpage. There's a lot of great information on there.
yeah, I have yet to be able to update some of the information. Not information. That information's good. I need to add some new info that
Focused on health, spay, neuter, adoption of 34 kitties.
At Sparkle Barbie, Black Large Square, thank you.
Pro Boost. Pro Boost. It's a probiotic for humans and animals. Animals for 24 cans of food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 packets. Do you want to go back into your area? By the way, for those of you wanting to see the baby, here you go.
Sorry, I'm not still asking questions. Thanks, everybody.
You're not still asking. You're good. I just can't answer a whole lot of questions right now. For the person asking, there's a few rescues in Los Angeles. Oh, thank you. No matter what, you could do a quick Google search. In my Discord, we do have a link under safe links that actually says,
Just realized there's a baby on your chest.
yeah. What is it? It's for an affordable vet. So as for rescues, finding a rescue or sheltered area, just Google search it. Definitely. It's as simple as that. Now, not all of them are the same. Some of them are kill shelters. Be careful. Ask questions.
At Leanne, you were fine.
Okay, little one, you're going in your area.
Good morning, shower, everyone. Tina from Tulsa.
There you go.
Can I ask if you have time, guys, where did Chef come from? What happened XX?
Chef was born because somebody did not get their cat fixed. She had 7 kittens. Her cat was 1 year old. She was too young to be having kittens, but she has the ability to have kittens. And a lot of cats do that. They have the ability, but they do not have the maturity because people won't get their cats fixed properly. But what ends up happening is the cat will then reject them because the cat is a teenager, the equivalent of a human teenager. And they don't want to be tied down to, raising their offspring. Once in a while, maybe, but you know what? We have enough cats all over the world. We don't need to have them overbreed anymore. So, long story short, Mom's too young. She rejected them. 7 kittens. 3 of them passed away before they even reached out to the rescue that helped them. By the time the rescue got there, 2 more had died. And by the time that they got them to the foster, it was just 2 left. Okay. And the foster lost one of them because of how bad of the condition that they were in. So the one that was the sole survivor was her. And I fight every day to keep that little girl alive because she has not been quite right in certain aspects. So that's where she came from. She came. I usually take the kittens from other rescues and shelters that either they don't have any other resources, meaning money or fosters, or it's just a really bad situation because they're going to be too expensive or too contagious. And I will take them if I have space. So right now I'm just trying to get the food made because I did not have food ready.
What does everybody think about them sensing pregnancies and illnesses XX?
Okay, Leanne, no. Wait, we're not going to go into a heavy conversation. No. Please no. That I appreciate that. That would be for when I'm not about ready in the morning. In the evening, sure, we could talk about that. That's when I could handle that. Right
Just
now.
what I was told yesterday, XX.
Yeah, let's not start. That's a whole other conversation. And I don't have the ability to throw my attention into it as that it would deserve. I know some people would allow it. Some of the creators allow it. That's fine. That's on them. I want the information correct before. There. Now, if you're just wanting it because it was an interesting conversation, okay, we could talk about that later. If you were just, if you were genuinely interested in it, you're wondering what's going on with it, DM me. But use the Discord. Don't DM me in TikTok. So many people DM me in TikTok, and it takes me forever to get to that. Oh yeah, Kathy, go ahead with that one. Kathy can take over the daylight savings time. She's great with that. Oh. Hey, Vicky. Were you over on Yuba 2s? I'm sorry. And I was going to say hi, and I...
In my next life, I am going to take that on, but not right now.
Come on, man.
Sorry.
Leanne, I will say, you've been saying sorry a lot.
A caviar pink heart black heart square.
Don't need to say you're sorry. Just learn.
My breakfast. I'm hungry. Yeah, well, yeah, I was, and it's totally fine. I don't know you yet, XX.
Nope, I get it. So that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about saying you're sorry. Oh, no, buddy, I'm trying. I am trying. Boy, Hercules is right here on my feet going, hello. It is 2.5 hours beyond what I need to be fed. Hercules was a feral over 2 years of age. When he came here, he was injured. When people say that Any kitten over the age of 4 months cannot be changed if they're once they're a feral. He was mean as piss. He really was. He was 30 pounds of pure absolute madness. Okay, I'll just give you one of these. There you go, buddy. Okay.
Beautiful.
It all depends on how much time you put into them. I've got 3 ferals upstairs that I've been working on. And I got Atlas to actually allow me to pet her with a bird wand yesterday.
Thank you for being a great human Elmer and Lol make their X.
Oh, you as well, hon. Thank you for joining and participating. Yeah, this whole bowl is going to be full. It's not even done yet. There, see? Woohoo. Okay, and the reason why I put probiotics in is to make sure everybody has good gut health. Holy cow. Wait, what? Is there any illness a kitten could have that you would not take? No. No, absolutely not. I would take any of them. Why? I might not be familiarized with something, but I would do the research and get familiarized with it quick and contact any of the several vets that I go through to find out what their thoughts are. No, every kitten deserves a chance. Every cat deserves to be treated proper. The only way that that's going to happen, though, is if we practice spaying and neutering, not just in the United States, not just in the state that I'm in, all of us, all around the world, everybody. And we could actually totally relieve the cats and wildlife of panleukopenia and parvovirus, as well as other horrible viruses, by just vaccinating. Because some people don't believe in vaccinations, which is really stupid. If you don't believe for them for yourself, whatever. But if you do not believe in vaccines, don't force your cats and dogs to be subjected to that. Get them vaccinated at least. What you do to your body, that's up to you. What you do to them, God, if I had a choice, man, I would slap some sense into quite a few people. What happened to Chef? Chef went back into her little playpen because she was waking up and a little restless. And I needed to get this done. Okay. Good golly. And I haven't even added the water yet. I add a little bit of water because cats already don't drink enough water, and this will actually become kind of dry. Oops. Daisy. And when I did that, that went on the floor. That's great. I get to clean the floor up again. Okay. All right. I wish I could have the radio on right now. I cannot because I am on Yuba of Twos. Woo, Costco. So I don't do Costco because they also have fish in the fish option. I don't feed any of these guys here fish because fish is horrible for your animals. If you didn't know, fish now contains elements of mercury. Even if they test down to the 0.070, whatever, they still would contain mercury. Your body's not made to get rid of metals, and mercury will then just build up in their system. Just Google what can mercury do to my cat or dog. You're going to be shocked because it stores up in their system and it'll start really affecting them horribly as they get older. So I just avoid it altogether, and I tell all my adopters to avoid it because if they want a healthy animal, and if they're adopting for me, they better damn well want just a healthy animal, because it should be their newest family member, not just a cat. So Yeah, we don't do fish. So Costco, until they can come out with something that
My
does not
gosh,
contain
I didn't
fish.
even know about the milk thing. My parents gave my cat milk.
Oh yeah.
Time face peeking out.
Yeah, milk can be really damaging to them. A lot of people don't because they assume back in the day
How
when
was the
people would.
adopted cat who went to the vet yesterday? And Sarah, same here.
What?
Does anyone know how Chef is?
Yes.
I haven't been able to come on.
Okay. So, anyways, Captain Mix, she makes his kitty. Yeah. This is a rescue. This is a rescue. I'm not a hoarder. This is a rescue. I adopt them out. I get them spayed or neutered. I get them microchipped, vaccinated, dewormed. I am very particular about their health because I am a medical rescue.
Mentioned an adopted cat has to see the vet.
Oh, okay. That right now, we believe, not the time. Not the time. I know you guys are just looking at food, but I'm just trying to educate on how.
See you soon. Hope your day isn't too stressful.
Oh, it's going to be stressful until I'm able to get done. Thank you, Leanne. Once I get everybody fed, then I can kind of take a little bit of a breath, but then I have to do the medications, clean the litter boxes, clean the rooms, and then the cutting board. And then I also have to feed, in the interim, I still have to feed Chef again because she gets fed every 4 to 5 hours.
TLZ won't casual. Non-urgent questions until chat is less busy.
Yeah, really, because otherwise,
Fly there, good job.
questions that are genuinely urgent are just going to be buried. And over on U of Twos, I'm having a hell of a time trying to keep up because I can't read it all. And I'm
recommend against any seafood due to potential mercury exposure.
ingestion, but yeah.
And your TikTok wife will love when she's in her playpen and used to having more room.
Yeah, but I know that on U of Twos it doesn't get read out, so I'm not able to put much thought or anything into it right now. But at the same time, I haven't tried when I'm not live on TikTok at the same time because I just got monetized.
Makes my heart so happy.
And your TikTok wife, yeah, Chef is doing fine.
I will rinse that out too. Okay. All right. I'm going to get this dished up. Let me switch these over to this holder. Ah! Okay. Okay, all right. So, holy crap. And I use a cookie scooper, this, because it's just easier. It measures it. Don't have to put any guesswork to it. There's that. That's for a frog. Here's for you that I took and that buddy boy there with. Okay. This now goes into the fridge for the next 2 days-ish. Oh, no. No, no, no. I am missing an entire plate. What? Wow, I thought that seemed awful light. Yeah. Jeez. I personally love these plates. I've made...
Reminders. Spay, neuter, keep vaccinations updated, keep cats indoors, regular vet checks.
Yeah, get a catio if you want to let them out.
Robert Hoffman a visit to the vet.
So, I use these plates. I think they're amazing.
That's it.
All right. So I'm going to. Hi, Sasha. Okay. A lot of clutter right now. I've been reorganizing. It's taken me months to get it as organized as it is because I've done a total redo. Oh, I see. That wasn't filled last night either. Okay. Frog! Hey, baby. There you go. Okay, Frog is in here. Frog cannot leave this penned area. I have to change it out often. She has severe cerebellar hypoplasia. I will be discussing that later. Hercules, you already ate. Hi, Sasha. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. Really? That just needs to go away. There you go. There. Okay. So that's the great room back there. That's where most of the house runners eat. If they don't eat there, I really don't know where they eat. But anyways, they eat there. Some have access to kibble upstairs in my bedroom. But they have access to the wet food down here. Hi, Wiggles. These go up here to the other spare rooms, which is the Harry Potter room and the Olympus room. I change the names as we go. Hi. Okay. I know I'm late. I'm sorry. Ladies, bon appetit, huh? Here you go. Whee! Ravenmaw was just looking at me like, what the hell? Why are you late? Okay. This is the Olympus room. This should have been a TNR, but they were super sick. And the person who had these guys, who was a hoarder, actually passed away. So really couldn't do much of anything other than rehome these guys. And rehome them as into here. These guys, hey buddy. There you go, Thanos. Sorry, Persephone. The ones in the cages are considered feral. One would say they're dangerous. If you stick your hand in there, one would definitely say they're dangerous. But I've been working with them to become more social. Okay. Atlas. Go. Come on. Hey, come on. Come on, up. Come on, go. Why are you doing that? Okay, you're gonna make me. Come on, up. Up. There you go. Eat. Okay, I need to now, before I even start on the litter boxes, I've got to get meds done. It is a crazy circus here every day. So if you didn't know, I just got monetized on Eve of Twos. Looks like I've made a whopping $3.17. Yay! Oh gosh, dang it. Going up and down the stairs definitely hurts. On TikTok, I've done a total of $2.26. Yay! But we've had 105 new community members. That's incredible. Wow. Medications. I'll even deal with the other stuff later that's in the sink. we have three. Okay, so this is where it's going to start looping back to some of the questions. We have 3 cats that are getting treated for FIP, which is feline infectious peritonitis. It is not contagious. It infects their entire body. However, what causes FIP is highly contagious. Most cats have been exposed to or have caught it. Feline coronavirus is a lot like chickenpox. Once you have it, it stays in your body for the rest of your life. What will happen is under the right stressor, it will, let's see here, she is no longer getting doxy. Okay. There we go. She's done. That's done. Hold on, guys. I know. Okay. Coronavirus under the right stressor, like chickenpox, will eventually could turn into shingles. Feline coronavirus could, under the right stressor, genetically mutate and become feline infectious peritonitis. Some vets still get it wrong. That's not my concern. That's outside my circle of control. So, what's inside my circle of control is making sure people have the right information so that if you notice your cat having that, you can actually combat it and ask questions. I'm trying to send a super chat, but I keep getting an error message. I am sorry. I don't even know what in the world how to deal with that. But cache ward? Cache ward? I appreciate it. Thank you. That was a response to Kathy. Hashtag Kathy. Hey, Kathy, you got a hashtag. Hey, Scooter. Yeah, I'm still learning all of this. My subscriptions were set for a certain price point, and they were set to U of 2's price point yesterday, and it threw people.
Hi.
And it was interesting. But it shows today, I guess, is the correct price point now, which it should be $3 and $6.99, $3.99, $6.99, instead of $4.99 and $9.99. So, I mean, I am all that, but come on now. Anyways. Oh, thank you. Hello. So we have 3 cats that are being treated for feline infectious peritonitis. You can tell who they are because of the mohawk that they have. Or as Kathy and Mickey like to say, hashtag, what is it? Oh, thank you, Reacts. Oh, no, Rhea. I now see that. From the UK, huh? Here, I have no idea anything about these. I'm just going to go ahead and do that because I think that's really cool. Thank you. Or Barb. No, I'm not.
Good afternoon.
So, as Mickey just said, I'm not a vet tech, or a barber. Although I will be doing Squealers and Snowball's line cuts again soon. So, no, in a pinch, when I'm having to hurry it up to get them to start their medications.
And Mickey, very astute.
They like to harass me. Luckily at the proper time. Okay, this is Ghost. This is Teddy. Aphrodite. Iris. Penny, who's probably upstairs on my bed still. Okay. That's it. Justice for Penny's hair, or justice for Iris's hair, or justice for Aphrodite's. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rhea.
And Mickey, good afternoon.
Okay, so that's it for the doxy, which is good. Now then, if you're using doxycycline, you need to chase it down with water, or in the mornings I use Botanic. In the evenings I just use regular water.
For doing this on your own.
Oh, it was not intended.
Agenda blood loans see
I
that.
don't know who said that. Oh, thank you. Denise, yeah, it was not intended to be on my own at first. That just recently came about. But, you know, people make decisions and we just go with that, right? Okay, 7. Ooh, almost. This is Pet Tonic. You can get this over the counter. It's just vitamins and minerals for animals. This is safe for animals, not humans. Well, I'm sure it's safe for humans too. I wouldn't even, no. Ken said it smells like chocolate, but he also has something wrong with the sense of smell, so I don't think it smells like chocolate. Aphrodite.
I remember when you had 60 plus kittens.
I had 71 cats and kittens here just in December. We have made mass improvement because of adoptions. That was not easy. That was highly stressful. And I get it. I mean, it was very stressful for Tim too. I get it. Happens. I don't judge him too harshly. Yeah. Whew. Okay. So we've got 49 people here watching now. We had, shockingly, it looks like it said 763 people on Yuba of Twos at one point. Okay.
Glad you're making it.
Aphrodite, she gets 2.1. 0.1 is a wash because of this area. And Iris gets 2.2. I do need to weigh Little Miss Girl.
Your numbers have been awesome.
That's shocking, but awesome. Yeah, 100%. 1.2 for Little Miss Penny. Iris and Aphrodite were trapped at the same location. It is not unheard of when in a hoarding situation for a bunch of them to come down with FIP, because even though Boo was up there too, so there's been 3 from that situation alone that had FIP. Boo came here, bam, she was hit with it. Probably the stress of getting trapped and brought here. With Aphrodite and Iris, I don't know what the stressor is. I can only speculate that with Iris, because she lost her kittens, her kittens did not survive, and she was Auntie Iris. When I started adopting out the kittens, that might have been her trigger. Aphrodite, I think it was the trigger of putting her back up in the Olympus room with the other ones that were from the same property. She didn't like that either. You just never know what it could be. Will she? God, no. I have completely sterilized every place.
Congratulations on reaching a new member level.
Every place. Okay. Penny is not in there. Let me see. Okay. Seriously? Seriously. Where did I put? Oh, no, good. Here. Ha. Bam. Spatula. Gotta have spatula. All right. Hashtag kitten door. Unfortunately, it's not kitten chaos anymore, but it was cute when it was. Sometimes we have a whole lot of kittens here, and that's when this area is hysterical. I gotta get my little cushion back out here. Hello. Hi. Hi. I see a teddy. I see a teddy. Hi, Teddy. Teddy has an adopter. We're just waiting for him to be completely over needing any kind of doxycycline. Here we go. This is Jailbird J. I need Ghost and I need Iris. I see Iris. Hi. Did you want to come out, Iris? Did you want to come out? Hi, Catnip Kathy. No? Okay, so Iris just took off. Let's see. Ghost. Nope, Iris is hovering. That's her tail. There's Ghost. Hi, Ghost. How you doing? I need him out just a little bit further. I'd like him to come out on his own accord. Come on. Come on. Ghost and Chili have a potential adopter as well. We just are waiting for Ghost to get all cleared up. Wait, what? Really? Aww. Hi. Hi, buddy. You're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. We need to clean your face a bit. He had it rough because his medication, it was nearing the end, so I requested a refill. And then it was approved, everything was good. But then somebody, either at the vet's or at the pharmacy, canceled it, which was horrible. They each blamed each other, but it delayed him getting his doxycycline. Well, that delay can cause a resistant buildup. It caused him to relapse, and it's been hell getting it back under control again. So he's right now on a double antibiotic stair-stepping method, which usually is not done because it's kind of, most vets would say it's not needed, but in this case it really was, just to kind of get him back under control because he started having serious breathing issues. So he's on doxycycline and Clavamox, not at the same time. In about an hour or two, I'll give him his Clavamox, and then this evening I'll give him his Doxy, and then an hour or two later I'll give him the Clavamox again. And that's not going to be forever, but it is going to be for a bit until we can get it completely under control, and then it'll just be on Doxy for a few more weeks. Does not make it easy. Does not make it easy when there's lack of or miscommunication. Iris, I'm going to go in because you're loafing now. All right. Okay. So, yeah. There's Chili. Hi, Iris. Hi, Iris. See her beautiful little wonderful mohawk. Okay, come on now, guys, really. Okay, I'm scraping the food, I'm consolidating the food onto one plate, but Iris, see, oh boy, all right. She's going to be super fun. Sorry about that big spin. Trying to catch her. This is why I prefer them going out the kitten door. It makes so much more sense. Because then I don't have to sit here and fight. Hi, baby. Oh, gosh. Here we go. Here we go. Last one. There we go. Last. Yeah, there you go. Good job, girlfriend. Okay. When we first brought her here, she was from that Olympus room upstairs. When we first brought her here, she was mean as piss too. I wouldn't have been able to do that. Okay, guys, come on. There. I even reopened the kitten door for them because they like going through it. The door's open, but the kitten door's open also. Hey, dude. There. So now I consolidate all the foods onto a plate. Penny! Hi. Hi. Yeah. She's my next victim. Thank you for the Cupid koala. Thanks, energy.
As far as we see, NCERWARRLY
Wow.
Maybe a couple $100, depending on size.
What the heck was that about? I would love to be a cat in that room. They do have a. I like to think that they have it good here because. Oh, the one fast cat. Yeah, the cat wheels are awesome. I bought 4 of them. Penny. Penny.
The Kathy R. Pink Heart Black Large Squirrel. Wow, okay, thanks. I guess I need to save up for that one.
Oh, no, you don't. I know. But you don't have to have the doxy anymore. It's just the 2. Just the 2. Let's get
That Paula DCANCERWARRIOR. We can't talk about shopping locations here, but you can check around.
Beautiful Penny.
2685. 2685. 2685. What? Whoops. No.
Hey there, Chatty Chili.
1.34. Ooh. Hold on, baby. This is why
That Kathy R. Pink Heart Black Large Square. Thanks, I will definitely shop around for best deal.
Okay, so she gets bumped to 1.5. Shoot. Woo! So I was putting 1.2 in there. Nope. Hi, baby. Hold on. No, I know. I'm sorry. Oops, let's go down. But you know what? You're good. You're good. Oh my goodness. I know. Okay. Hold on. Not an eye. She does not like medications. She doesn't like the injectable. She doesn't like the oral. She's like, no. Okay. What I would like to do is get Iris's weight, but Iris I should have done before. Okay, so Penny's done. Last one's Aphrodite, who's coming out today. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so this is Penny's. Adoption. Oh, whoops. One too many. Okay, there's Penny's. Shoot.
Wait, Penny has an adoption?
No. It's just her information's in the adoption paperwork.
CANCERWARRIOR. You can check the TikTok shop.
That Code Red Trauma, how are you doing?
Hey, Code Red. Hey, I got the things done. Did you see? In U of 2s. Okay, and And Iris.
That code red trauma, yes, I will, thank you.
Caitlin Ward, howdy. I am doing well. You? Caitlin Ward, good afternoon.
At Caitlin Ward, hi Caitlin.
Okay.
That code red trauma, good afternoon.
I will check it out. Char.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know I had to actually turn on those options. I know, I'm so pretty. Now Olympus. That was Iris. Iris treatment log. Okay, there's that.
Jan Rod Rollins, good afternoon.
Aphrodite. Hey, hey, hey! No! Down. Jesus. Hallelujah. Okay. Not good, guys. Not good. Not good. That's not.
Code red trauma, I am doing good.
Oh, dear God. No, no, no. I was wondering what happened to your box. I hate it, but you guys like it.
We've heard of some cases where mentioning PT can cause issues on TikTok, so let's be cautious.
Yeah, it's just, TikTok's weird. Okay. Aphrodite. I've got to weigh her and make sure we are still in the parameter of being in the 2 mil.
Jan Rod Rollins, hello there.
Oops. Jeez. I totally messed that up. Okay, stop it.
At Beckaboo, hello. Hope you're doing well.
Okay, there's that one. Penny. Good golly.
At Kathy R. Pink Heart Black Large Square, good afternoon. At Caitlin Ward, doing good, thanks. Hope you are as well.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying. And today's the 31st. Aphrodite. Okay. Aphrodite. Now then, let's see if we could do this. I don't know if I'm going to do it quite yet. Ugh. She can come out. She can fully come out. She does not have ringworm. She is good to go. That doesn't mean she will want to come out yet. She tends to get overstimulated. So, hey darling. Hi. She is a darling. I don't have to weigh her for dosage. I just need to keep track of her weight. She used to be very, very mean also. It's taken some time. Being in here has been very helpful for her. That's why I'm going, I don't know if I want her to come out yet. There's been times where it would be nice. But I also like to be able to not have to play Easter egg hunt trying to find her to give her her meds. You good? Okay, we just have the vitamins now. You're a good girl. Yeah, you're such a beautiful girl. Okay, let's go. She's the one that is closest to the end of the 84 days. She has 20 days left of medication. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh you. Holy cow. 4035. Okay. Good job, honey. Good job. I'm going to let you stay in here. 035. There we go. It'll be nice when she comes out because it'll be one less thing that I have to maintain cleanliness on. 4035. Let me go put that number in and make sure it's all good. The fact that she is now 4 kilograms. 4035.
4035.
Okay. I don't know where to put y'all. It's amazing. I can carry y'all around in one fell swoop. I'm so strong. 4035. 4.035. Okay. Every one of them had to start on a double dosage because they were so bad. It was ridiculous. Yep, she is just under what I've been giving her, which is good, even though she's been gaining weight. You give them a little more than what they actually need. She's been getting 2 mils. The calculation is 1.9368 is what she should be getting. So she's still fine no matter what. You just don't want it being under. After 84 days, well, right at 84 days, I'll be getting their blood work done again. I need to call Companions and make an appointment for Penny this week so we can get her, doggone it, so we can get her HCTs. Okay, Mount Olympus, Aphrodite, treatment log. All of this information, I generally give it to the adopters as well. So it's not only for my info, but it's for vets info. It's for the adopters information if they want it. It's up to them. Yeah, it's just a matter of companion. Let's make this now, otherwise I'm going to forget again. Okay. Holy crap. It's warm. Wow. I don't use ointment at all. I'll explain that one in a second.
You're doing awesome, Shar Heart Hands.
I'm on hold.
How you Shar and everyone else?
So, I actually I have a ringworm guide in my website. It explains various ways of treating ringworm, but I point out the way that I deal with it. So I use the itrafungal oral medication.
At Angel HEARTWWJD High.
That was way too happy sounding. Okay. Anyways, they're going to call me back. So I use itrafungal internally. Externally, I do not use ointments. I don't use the creams. I think those are absolute bupkis. There are several different strains of ringworm. Here's the problem with that. If you're not knowing which strain you are dealing with, those creams are not going to do jack stuff. Anyways, so I use the old school method, which is, this usually throws people. It's a bleach water solution. That bleach, it's 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. If it's just for one kitty and it's just for one small area, I use a half a capful of water to 5 capfuls. So it's still 1 to 10 ratio. Iris, could I wait? Never mind, you. Anyways, and I will also, wherever they're at, preferably if they're in a brooder or in a cage, something like that where it's smaller, it's so much easier to do it if it's like this. I sterilize it every day. I sterilize everything. Hold on just a second. Critical Care Kitten Coalition, this is Shar. Hi, I just need to make a tech appointment for little Miss Penny for her blood HCT level check. I keep forgetting to do that, go figure. She usually has it checked either every 2 weeks, Thursday or Friday. One of these days I'll just remember to set up the appointment while I'm there. Yeah. Darn it. It's been almost 2 weeks. She's doing fantastic. Oh. Tomorrow at 3, that works. Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow at 3. So then when I come back on live in the afternoon on TikTok, okay, I will have her HCT levels. Hopefully, we are going to be in the 30s by then. We'll see. She's definitely higher than 21. I can guarantee it because she's been playing. So, but yeah. So Cash, going back to the ringworm. If you do the bleach water, it's about a quarter cup of bleach to a half a bucket of water, and I use warm water, borderline hot water. But my hot water is stupid hot because it kills even panleukopenia. And I wipe everything down. I will wash off their scooper. I wash off the brush. I dip the brush bristles in and I wipe the handle down, the dustpan. Wash the bed every day. Everything gets totally sterilized every day. It will get rid of that ringworm super fast. She had it. The only reason why she's been in there the last 2 weeks is because I had to do a DTM test on her. I was pretty confident that she was clear of it. This verifies it because it didn't turn red, nothing grew. It's all good. This is a DTM test. Dermatology, blah, 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 medium. Yeah, garbage, I'm carrying garbage. She had it shortly after I noticed it on her tail. So she went hiding, and then I started seeing on her tail, but her immune system was already crap, so it adhered to the tail pretty bad. If you didn't know, ringworm is a fungus. It's a fungus. It is absolutely zoonotic. It doesn't care what species you are. It will just love you. If you've got hair, it'll love you. And what it does is it starts to eat the keratin of the hair follicle and your nails and whatnot, anywhere where it's, hi Penny, anywhere where it's on around you. But what you visually see is the result is the fungus making a skin infection. That skin infection can glow. Not always does it glow, but it can glow. What color it glows will depend on the strain. So with that, you kind of get a Cracker Jack surprise. I've actually seen purple ringworm. That was cool. for a ringworm. So if you're a ringworm geek, then you're going, whoa, cool. It was kind of cool looking. They say, oh, it glows under black light. It does not glow under any black light. It will glow under good black lights. I use a UV beast to detect ringworm that is able to be detected using a black light. Some of ringworm is either, there's a ringworm strain that does not glow.
Just know if today felt messy, it isn't the end of your story. It's just time to write a new chapter.
Oh, we got another positivity troll. I love that. Hello. Thank you, Ashley. So it's a matter of having the right tools and equipment and whatnot. If you suspect because there's lack of
At
fur,
Ashley.
or on a human it could be a lack of hair or whatever, it usually does show in a circular pattern. Somebody sent me a DM going, well, ringworm, I've had ringworm and it was in a circle. Yeah, that's why they called it ringworm. It's actually called tinea. But then they changed it to ringworm. Why? Google it. It's an interesting story actually, but
Hi,
not
Char.
one that's so interesting that I won't care to remember it and use my brain cells to memorize it. Did you make? Off topic. Painted the cabinets. They were dark brown. I didn't like them. So, yeah. I use a UV beast. That helps tremendously. If there's a problem with the animal, and I'm going, I don't know, I'll take them to the dermatologist and have it, or if I don't have any of these. Otherwise, I will run a DTM test to see what it's going to show. If it's something where I'm going, ooh, it's not ringworm, but it's unusual because it's growing something, I will then definitely take it to a dermatologist that I see for animals. Makes a big difference. I get these through that same dermatologist because that does have to come through a vet. Yeah, I'm not sure you can buy them online without a prescription or not. So, but yeah, quickest way is bleach water and itrofungal, the combo. Bleach water never goes internal. Itrofungal never goes external. The mix-up would be really bad. I do have
So
shampoo
happy
also.
Aphrodite doesn't have ringworm.
Yeah, she's kind of thrilled about that too because now she doesn't have to take itrofungal. And by the way, itrofungal is an antifungal medication that's internal. What happens if you're not careful and they have a reaction to it, you've got to take them to a vet right away. It is by prescription only for a reason. You could end up putting extra pressure on their organs, their internal organs. I'm just going to leave it at that. And you just want to make sure all their innards are good. I still have to go through and clean all litter boxes, which nobody really cares to see because clearly 23 people in here are going,
Have
nah.
you heard of UTI infection? And Rosie Mendoza, welcome to the Kitten Crusaders.
Why, yes, Rachel, I have heard of a UTI infection. Are you talking about in human or an animal? I've heard it in both. That is quite common. Whether, in fact, male cats get UTIs and bladder crystals quite often because they don't drink enough water. How do you help them drink enough water? Get them a nice fountain and make sure it's kept clean and, good filters and all of that. If they already have a UTI, they're going to need amoxicillin from your veterinarian. I don't know if that's what all you were wanting to know, Rachel. If it's for you, see your doctor. If it's for your animal, take him to a vet. Yup. Anyways, if you are never seeing us before and you want to not miss this live again, please give us a follow, subscribe, whatever it is, and we will see you tomorrow morning. I'm going to go ahead and jump off TikTok and stay on Yube of Twos for just a second more. I will see you guys later, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time with my sister. But I've got a crap ton of work and I cannot be distracted. I've got to get it going. See you later. It's Critical Care Kitten Coalition, literally my rescue's name.
See you later on. Love you.
Love you too. Thank you. We will see you
Have a
later.
great day.
You too. Okay, and because I'm off of here for the rest of the day, I like to end the day with love yourself, love each other, be kind to yourself, and be kind to others. Get your animals spayed or neutered, get them and keep them vaccinated. Feel free to, you're always welcome in here. Just ask questions. That's all I ask. Ask questions, stay positive. So, otherwise, have a wonderful and blessed day, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow. We'll see how little girl is doing tomorrow. Aloha, mahalo. Ai, are you from Hawaii? I'm hoping to go there with my son and his fiance in July sometime. We still don't know when, but that would be a much needed break for me, and my sister will be running this place. God, love her. So, anyways, thank you. Mahalo and aloha. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.